Today I'm walking you through a YouTube automation channel that did over $14,000 in revenue within 3 months of being monetized and within 4 months of being launched so that you can replicate. Now, I've seen that everyone wants instant proof that this is true and real. So here you go. In the lifetime since July 5th till November 16th, it's November 18th today, it did over $14,200 in revenue. So let's set up the currency because people always want to see that it's set to the right currency. So let's change this to this. I wish it would have been that in 4 months, but if we set it back to the USD, you can see right here $14,000, $276 made since I got monetized in mid-August, and I got started on July 15th. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to basically start these channels and how to find them and set them up. So we'll cover the mindset behind YouTube automation, how to find the niche and the format, how to set up the channel, and then how to produce the videos, upload them, and get these results, and then potentially even multiply them, which maybe I cover in this video or another video. So this whole process starts with what I call the 5M Faceless YouTube method, which is basically the system that I use myself and my community uses and my clients uses to start and scale YouTube automation channels to basically keep it simple and work on the fundamentals that really matter. And these fundamentals are the 5 M's, which is first of all having the right mindset of knowing how to start, knowing what to do, knowing the fundamentals of YouTube automation, and having the discipline and work ethic needed to make YouTube automation work. Second is market. The market or the niche is definitely one of the most important things when it comes to YouTube automation, because you need to find that market. Let's say in this case that gets monetized quick, that goes viral fast, it has a good RPM, and that is easy to automate and outsource. And these things you want to combine into basically a market that not a lot of people are in yet, but that can get a lot of views really quickly so that you can get viral and start making money fast, just like this channel that I just showed did. Many people teach that you need to spend like 50 videos, 3, 4, 5 months before something gets monetized and takes off. This channel got monetized in 25-ish days with just 10 videos posted and less than $500 spent in video production. So it can go very fast if you pick the right market and the model in that market. So the model is basically the format that you are doing in the niche that you are doing. In this case, this channel and the replica channels I made for this is like top 10 style, like vintage kind of niches and formats that I have been doing. Old audience, very high RPM, long videos, and fairly easy to make. I don't make them fully with AI. I do the scripts and voiceovers with AI and the thumbnails. I'll show you that later in the video, but the video I hire someone for, which I also will show later in the video. So once you have your niche and model in place, you're gonna need to produce videos, so the machine. So how will you come up with your topics? How will you do the scripts, the voiceovers, and then the video editing? Show you this later. And then the monetization, it's just AdSense. Are you going to use affiliate links? Are you going to do brand deals? All that stuff comes later, but the main focus for now is actually the mindset you need to start YouTube automation, and then the market and the model that you're going to be in. Machine is also very important, like how you build the videos, but nowadays it's usually like fully AI, or it's script, voiceover, and thumbnail with AI, and the video with an editor who does it for you. So for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna cover the mindset part. I will make another video about that because that can take a lot of time and there's a lot of different ways to approach that. But for now, we're just gonna start with the niche and the format part, and then how to edit and make the videos, because that is most important. It's really about taking action, testing niches, and making videos. So that's what we are covering first. Now we have to find a market and a model for our videos. So the market is basically the overarching niche that you are in, and then the model is the type of videos that you are doing in this niche. So this is the first important thing that you have to understand about finding your niches. It's like the difference between these two. And for most beginners, I would recommend you to pick one niche, like overarching niche that you are starting in with your channels. And then the sub-markets or the models you're going to be testing is the different formats within that niche, so that you really become a master of your niche and understand all the different angles that you can approach a niche model with. So how do you find a market and a model? Now, my favorite method to do this is to just browse YouTube, make like a new YouTube account that you use as your research database for YouTube automation channels, and for your ideation. So you just want to have this account and then come up, like find and subscribe to a lot of YouTube automation channels. And you also want to keep the channels that you find in an Excel sheet with their monthly views, their subscribers, when they started, how many monthly views they are getting, so that you can understand if it's a smart niche to get into based on when they started, how much views they have now, and how much they are making every single month. So I'm gonna show you an example here of a channel that I found a while back. This is called Memory Lane. It has 10,000 subs, 135 videos, and it started only 2-3 months ago. See, so the last video is from 2 months ago, so like 2-3 months ago. They already have 10,000 subs and a lot of videos posted. Maybe they did some shorts too. I don't know. It's quite a lot of videos for 2 or 3 months. But if you go to the statistics, you can see in the last 30 days, they did almost 1.3 million views. The last 3 months, they did around this level too. So they really started taking off since like early October, I guess. Yeah, like mid-October. And honestly, if you look at the views, this is their first month probably of really being monetized. But they are already sitting at 1.4 million views a month. And they are uploading, let's see, daily or multiple videos every single day. The videos are 30 minutes long, and in this vintage, like, it's like about black R&B legends, see, it's like vintage R&B music and Hollywood, sort of like Hollywood music R&B. With 30-minute videos for older audiences like this, your RPM will be very high. So I bet the RPM on 30-minute videos will be like $12 to $15. So if they have 1.4 million views, let's say 1,400, so 1.4 million divided by 1,000, because the RPM is based per 1,000 times. Let's, on a low average, say $12. They are making close to $17,000 in AdSense revenue alone in their literally first month of being fully monetized. Now, this is exactly the stuff that you want to be looking for. A channel, in this case, they have a lot of views. So this is probably an experienced person who uploads a lot of videos every single day and has a lot of cash flow, because you can see that this guy uploads like 3-4 videos every single day. So that's a bit hard to compete with when you're starting out, especially if the videos are 30 minutes long. But the idea here is that this channel is 2-3 months old, has over 10,000 subscribers, and is already making over $10,000-$15,000 every single month. And that is exactly what you want to be looking for when you're starting YouTube automation. You want to find a relatively new channel, so less than 3 to 6 months old, that is already monetized, has good subscribers and a lot of videos, not necessarily a lot of views, but mainly like good views and subscribers. And then with the VidIQ plugin, you can see what their monthly views are. So if they do over 1 million views a month and their RPM is like $12, $10, that's a very good sign. Now, what do you do with the information once you find this channel? You want to ideate how you can replicate a channel like this and its topic into a new market. So the niche here is, let's say, vintage Hollywood, vintage music, and the model is top 10 or like top 15, 20 listicles, as you can see. So 21 black R&B legends, 15 black R&B legends, 19 black R&B legends, 21 black R&B legends. See, so it's all about like old R&B legends, and then they have listicle videos. Now, this is a pretty easy and straightforward one, because instead of R&B legends, you can do like hip hop legends. You can do maybe salsa or Latin legends or hip hop legends. You can literally look at all the music genres, or like where there's very cult-like followings, and maybe based on demographics, who and which people would follow a specific channel. And you can just replicate the style, the topics, the thumbnails of this channel, but in a different demographic or music genre or Hollywood genre for movies or celebrity genre for others. And basically look at what is the best performing times of videos and just start replicating those in this other market. So here the best one is 15 black R&B female singers who were the worst sex addicts, 19 black R&B legends who died mysteriously and tragically, 19 old black R&B legends who are still alive today. See, these are relatively easy to make top 10 listicle style videos. So what you want to do is find channels like this for your niche research, the market and the model method. You want then for a channel like this to write down, maybe use ChatGPT for this. I will show you this in another video that's up on my channel already too about niche research. you want to ideate yourself, but also use ChatGPT to look at other competing demographic niches that you can make based out of this niche. So based on this winning channel, you want to come up with like 5 to 10 new ideas for channels that you can start. If you do this for 3, 4, 5 channels, you have like 20, 30, 40 new channel niche and format ideas that you can get started with. Once you have this, you just look at the numbers of these channels. So look at their monthly views currently and how long ago they started. So if you find another channel that started 2 months ago too, but that did already 2 or 3 million views, then that is the number one channel that you want to be mimicking. So once you have 10, 20 potential channels and new ideas from those channels, then look at the views that they are currently getting monthly, and then based on these, like how long they have been online and how much money they make right now, make the decision of which channel you're going to be starting first. And that is when you decide which niche you're going to do, then you're going to build the channel and then build the videos. So now the next step or M starts, and that is the machine. Now that we know the niche and the format we're going to be doing, of course, we're going to come up with like the title for your channel, so to say. And then you're going to set up the channel. You make a new, I'm not going to show you that in this video, but you're going to make a new Gmail account. You're going to make a new YouTube channel. You do the banner, the logo, all the SEO. And then you're going to start building your videos. So the machine, you want to get the machine running to make your videos. Now, the best way to do this for most beginners is by doing scripts and voiceovers with AI. And then if you have a really low budget, use AI image slideshows to make a video, edit yourself. But I would always recommend you to hire someone on Upwork to make videos for you. Usually a 12-minute video is like $25, $30. If the video is longer, like the channel we just showed, like 30 minutes, it's gonna be a bit more expensive. But again, editing can be pretty tricky, especially with like vintage stuff if you want to show real live footage. So I would always recommend you to hire someone for that, but that's up to you. I'm not a video editor. I barely ever edited a video for YouTube automation myself, but the scripts and voiceovers you can easily do yourself or with AI automations that I also can show you how to do. Now, basically we have to get the workflow in first. So once you start producing videos, your channel is set up, you know which videos you're going to be making. We need to write scripts, do voiceovers, edit videos, do SEO for your video, and then do the thumbnail and the title, and then you can upload your videos to your channel. So we're going to be using some AI tools to do this. So you can use ChatGPT or Claude to write your scripts and 11 Labs to do your voiceovers. And then for thumbnails, you can either use footage you find on Google, but you can also use one AI tool that I really recommend you to use based on your channel that can generate really nice, high quality thumbnails for you too. So I'm going to walk you through that too. But let's start with the scripts, because that is what we need first, the scripts for the videos. So what you're going to do, in the example we have for that memory lane channel, for their best performing video, it was this one. So 15 black R&B female singers who were the worst sex addicts. So it's a 34-minute video. And the cool thing with YouTube automation nowadays is that you can just scroll down to the description, click show transcript, toggle timestamps. Now, really quick before this, that I also wanted to mention, top 10 videos are very easy to replicate with ChatGPT and Claude, because you just need 15 entries that you want to talk about, and then you just let ChatGPT do the rest. But we first want to have an AI script prompt, basically. So the way we're going to get that is by going to the transcript here, copying the whole transcript of this video, make a new chat, and then you're going to write something like break down and analyze this YouTube video script into a repurposable AI prompt that I can use to write new scripts in this style. I only want to give you the new title for the video so you can replicate the outline setup of the new video. And then you just paste it. So you give it a prompt that you want to analyze the script, like how they did this, the chapters they use, the intro, the chapters, the outro. And then you want a repurposable AI prompt that does this for you in the future. Now, the only thing you have to decide like which other channel you're gonna be running instead of this. So this was about R&B female singers. So for the case of this video, maybe we can say we're gonna do this for hip hop, let's say. So we're gonna be making like a hip hop orientated channel about this. So below is your repurposable AI prompt, extract that from the structure, tone, pacing, narrative style, the script you provided. This acts as a master template. Whenever you give me a new video title, I can generate a full script in the exact style tone. So this is the first outline that I just made live on this video. You're gonna be testing this AI prompt now. So you're gonna take your first video title. So we're gonna take the exact title. So let's write our first example scripts using this prompt. The title is, so you're gonna paste the title, and then instead of R&B, we're gonna write hip hop. Hip hop female singers who were sex addicts. So boom, and now first give me the whole script outline. So you want to get the outline first. You don't want to write the full script in one go. Usually with ChatGPT, it doesn't work like that. You need to give it like chapters and sub-chapters to write like piece by piece so that it maintains the quality. So full script outline, intro, cinematic, essential, dark, philosophical. So countdown. Yeah, you have the intro here. Stage describe. Okay, so this like even describes the visuals. So we don't really want that. We just want the topics that they talk about in the script in the intro, and not like contrast glamour with the hidden truths. We don't. This is like how we should be doing the editing, but we just want the script, of course. Now let's see for the countdown. So it's name, okay. So these are the countdowns that you're gonna be doing. The final 3. And then an ending question and the outro. So this is like the rough outline. I was hoping more so that we would get like, the intro is going to be like about these things. And then number 15 is going to be this person. Number 14, this person. So and this is why you need to optimize your AI prompt. So based on the output you get now, this is not exactly what we wanted and were hoping for. You're going to tell it like, edit the AI prompt. We wanted to do this and this and this when we ask for the script to come out like this. So I want the script outline of how the script will look like. So give me the intro, setup, and the listicle names we will use in the video. So let's try this for now and see. The most important thing here is that we get a good hook for our intro and a little story that introduces the video and then the names in the video. See, so here we have, this is kind of what we want. So now we are getting some names here. So let's see what the intro is. They walked into the stage in gold chains, leather skirts, before they could split a nightclub in half. Okay, my man bragged about. Okay, let's first of all go to the intro of the video we had, like the script we had, and see how they did it. Okay, so this is the intro here. They stepped into the stage, and sparkling dresses and voices flowing like water in their heartbeat. Okay, so it's sort of like a storytelling-based intro that they're mimicking. That's why our output was kind of like this too. It sounded a bit weird for me, but apparently it works for this script and video. They were not bad. They were just living truthfully, but that very truth pushed them the margin of music history. And then they go into the listicle C, like 15 Tina Turner here. Okay. Okay, so let's do it like that. Okay, so write the full intro first. Okay, so we're gonna ask it to write the full intro. Maybe that's maybe this part already, and then the ending question: was their hunger a flaw or a true part of who they were? So basically, you want to ask GPT to write it out per chapter that you're doing. So this is a really long intro. So you, based on what kind of intro you want to, of course, again, you have to change it up. I would maybe keep it like this long. Usually you want like a strong hook. You want to give context to the video, what it is about, and then you want to give stakes of them not watching the video. Depends on the kind of video and the channel you're making. But again, we are mimicking what works for other channels. So in this case, you kind of want to do what they did in their scripts. Now you're gonna, as okay, write out number 15 and 14, the body. And then you're gonna ask it like, give the output in 300 to 500 words each time to maintain the quality of your script. And this you do for the whole script. And once you finish that, you're just gonna copy this script into a Google Drive Word document for your channel. Really quick, I've also made a video on this channel last week about how to manage your YouTube automation business, like with Google Drive, with automations, with Trello, with Excel. Make sure to watch that video if you're not sure how to like manage and organize your whole YouTube automation business, because that's really important once you start doing this. But as you can see, we have now Foxy Brown number 15, 14 Lil Kim, and like a whole thing. So you want to finish this completely, copy it into your Word file, and then you want to edit out all the parts where you say, hey, write out the next one, ChatGPT go, like all the ChatGPT related stuff you want to edit out. And this is how you make your video. Now, I would recommend you to make 5 to 10 scripts in one go, then turn all 10 of them into voiceovers and then get them all edited. And once your first video is edited by your editor, just start uploading it immediately to your new channel. So this is how to do the scripts. Now let's look at how to do the voiceovers. So voiceovers are the easiest to make in 2025 because there's a very good AI voiceover tools nowadays. So here I have 11 Labs and you also have Gen AI Pro. The quality is almost the same. 11 Labs is a bit more legit and has more voices and is more like professional, but Gen AI is basically a copy of 11 Labs, but the voiceovers are like 10 times cheaper. So if you are on a budget, get Gen AI Pro. If you want to go for like quality and automations, just get 11 Labs. I will put the links for both of them in the description below if you want it. But basically all you do is upload your whole script Word document or PDF file to this, and then you just pick the voiceover that matches your brand.
With over 5,000 stories told, I've walked the road.
So this is like cowboy, Southern American like voiceover. Let's see. This is like a super chill like storytelling one for fall asleep to channels maybe. This is more like general American. So you're going to look for voices that match your channel, upload your file in here, and then you're just going to click create project. It will make the voiceover, you download it, and you're done with your voiceover. This is a very easy process. Really quick, guys. If you don't want to be sending back and forth files all the time, I recommend you to watch the video I made on channel management and automations, because this automation here basically makes like it checks my Trello boards for new scripts, and then if I click run once, it automatically makes the voiceovers like in bulks of 5, 10, 15 or even 20 voiceovers, and it adds it to the Trello board and sends it to my Discord, to my team in Discord. This can save you a lot of time and money. If you want this, like check out that other video or the link in the description to my Faceless YouTuber School to download and copy this completely. Now, once your voiceover is done, all we need to do now is do the video editing. So if we go back to the machine part, so our scripts, we have the scripts, we have the voiceover, now we need to edit the video. So for the edit, there is basically 2 or like 3 options. Number 1 is editing videos yourself completely. I don't know if you're good at editing. I don't know if you have a strong computer, but I would recommend no one to edit videos themselves. Unless it's option 2, like fully AI made videos. If you have fully AI made videos or with stock material, you can do it yourself. Use CapCut, the free video editing tool, to make your videos. And then you can either get AI generated images and make slideshows, or you want to use stock material or just content that you find on Google or online. But again, this is a very tedious process. If you have a 30-minute video and you have a new image or video every 7 to 8 seconds, you need to download hundreds of files to make a full video. So I would not recommend doing this. I would tell you either do full AI, so you can use something like Pixels to make AI images and then make like a slideshow image video from that. You can in CapCut or stock material websites use stock material if that matches your channel. But honestly, I would recommend you to just make an account on Upwork.com, look for YouTube Automation Edit and make a job post about YouTube Automation Editor. If you need hiring templates and know how to hire the best people for the best price, check out, again, the link in the description to my Faceless YouTuber School. I have hiring templates in there. But it comes down to looking for a good video editor who asks like maybe $25 to $35 for like a 10-12 minute video. You're gonna talk to him, hire him, give him your SOP of what you want for your channel, and then he's gonna need like 2-3 days to make a video for you. He's gonna send you the video, or he's gonna straight upload it to your channel, and then you have your YouTube automation video complete. I'm not gonna show you in this video like the CapCut and how to make the video like I did with the script and voiceover, because again, it depends on the niche you are in. It depends on the kind of video you're making with AI or with stock material, or if you just hire someone. I, again, would always hire someone. I never really made videos myself unless it's like a simple fall asleep to AI video with like one image. But yeah, video editing is just not, for me, a very fun job. It takes very long, and I'm not good at it. So yeah, if this is your case too, just hire someone and dare to invest a little bit in setting up this business. Okay, so now that we have our script, voiceover, and video edit, all we need to do is have a thumbnail, and then we can basically upload our video. The SEO you can do too. Honestly, I would just go to the channel that you're mimicking and see what they are doing for SEO. But what you can do best is just go to your script, give it to ChatGPT and say, hey, write me an SEO optimized YouTube video description based on this script. It gives you the script and the text, and then you can just copy paste it in your video. I'm not going to walk through that exactly because it's very simple. Plus, SEO doesn't really matter for browse and suggested type videos like this. Just do what I just said with like a small prompt that turns your script into a YouTube video template description, and then put that in your video once it is uploaded. What is important here now is the thumbnail and the title for our video. So the title is easy because we just take the titles that are winning from others. We find the title format that is winning and replicate that. All we changing is the R&B to hip hop, right? So now in our script, the first entry we had was Foxy Brown. So you go to a tool like Pixels, where you can make AI images of this person, Foxy Brown. So you can do that for really high quality, crisp pictures. You can also just look it up on Google and then find high quality images of this person and use these images for your thumbnail, for example, if that's what you want. Now, you can do the free tool Canva. It's also paid, but it's a few dollars a month, but there's a free version. All you want to do now is just download the image you have, or copy paste the image you have here. And then you're just gonna paste it into your Canva file. So you can either do this, for example. I don't know if this is allowed on YouTube. This is a bit much cleavage, so let's keep it clean here. We gonna upload the image that we have just made. So we're gonna use the AI image in this case, because the other one is just a little too intense, you know. So you're gonna make this bigger. I usually use Photoshop, so give me a break if I'm not exactly sure how to use Canva for these edits. But see, you're just gonna put the image in here. And then what we wanna do is just look at what this other channel did. So 12 times a night. This was about like female singers who are like bad sex addicts, right? So you're just gonna go to the text, add a heading, and then do 12 times a night. I want it in caps lock. 12 times a night. Now, of course, we want to change the color, change the size of it, and then change the placement. So ideally, you want to place her face here. And then let's see, let's make this bigger. I'm not sure how to do it in Canva where you don't make it this big. Let's redo that. Yeah, I just want to make this wider again. I'm not a pro Canva user, so I'm not sure how to do that right now. For the sake of this video, let me just show how this works. So you're gonna place the text, let's say here, for example. This is how you easily make these thumbnails. So I would recommend you to get this Pixels, because that's really makes you like have crisp images. Sometimes like these are a bit hard to find, and you have to edit a lot of the background away, and you have to like play a lot with how it looks. So these are a bit more natural, I guess, like in the bedroom. I don't know if there's a real image or a fake one too, but I think you get the point. Like, you got to play around. You got to decide how you want your thumbnails to look, what text to put in there, but keep it simple. Just look at what the competitor channel is doing, see what text and thumbnail they're using, and just replicate that in your own style. And don't try to reinvent the wheel when you're making these thumbnails, because It works for them. Why wouldn't it work for you if you do it in a kind of like the same, but a bit of a different style, you know? And just think about it, like this video is about hip hop. So maybe you can think about which colors, fonts, and styles are common in the hip hop market to do, and just go off of what works and what is like proven by others and replicate that. So this, for example, looks a lot better already. Then you just download your thumbnail and upload it to your channel, and then you just post your first video. And this you want to replicate 10-15 times before you make any drastic decisions with the channel that you're running. So now that we have our niche and our videos in place, all we have to do is monetize the channel. So again, you need 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours of watch time before you can monetize and add yourself to the YouTube Partner Program and hopefully get accepted. And then you start earning money for the views that you're making. It's a very simple process, but it's not easy to pick these niches and make the videos and be consistent with it. That is again where like your mindset comes in. You probably need to do like 2, 3, 4 channels before you hit something real. Most people give up after posting 3, 4 videos and not getting good views. So just remember, it's simple, it's not easy. You will need some reps, you will need some channels and videos. Don't be afraid to invest and just take massive action towards your goal and doing this. And who knows, if you do take action and you find a good niche, you will also have a channel that does numbers like this within the span of 3, 4, 5 months if you do take this serious. Now, if you have any more questions about how to find your niche, about the 5M system, about how to make the videos or scripts, drop them in the comments below. And if you want like a full-on step-on-step guide of every step that I just showed you, join the Faceless YouTuber School by clicking the link in the description. In there, you can also get these automation templates, how to manage your business, how to hire freelancers, and everything you need to run a profitable YouTube automation business. So last thing from me, guys, this is the Faceless YouTuber School. This is where I host the 5M method that I just roughly showed you right here. If you want like a deeper understanding of how to do this, and if you want my personal help setting up your YouTube automation business because it's still overwhelming, click the link in the description and join in. I've been doing YouTube automation for over 4 years myself. I've had this community for almost 2 or 3 years now, 2.5 years-ish. And I've also helped over hundreds of people do YouTube automation one-on-one. I have some client results on my channel live. That's also the link in the description of people doing $3,000, $4,000, and even $15,000 a month with YouTube automation using the 5M method. And in this community, you can talk with me, and you can also talk with fellow members like this guy, Michael, who is doing 145,000 views in a single day with an RPM of $10 to $12. So he's doing over $1,000 days with YouTube automation through these systems. So go check it out. The link is in the description, and in there you can also get private access to me. If you join on a yearly plan, you even get 3 free one-on-one coaching calls with me too. Now, last thing from me, guys, these results are never guaranteed. Remember, I told you it's pretty simple, but it's not easy to get this set up and running. Every channel is different, every niche is different. The most important factor here that will make it or break it for you is you taking action, actually doing it and starting niches, finding niches, starting niches, making videos and testing videos, and doing this until you find something that works. This channel I showed you does very well within 4 months. I replicated it in like 3, 4 other niches with other angles already. These are also doing very well. But I also failed a lot of channels. I also made a lot of channels that didn't work, that I spent $500 to $1,000 on that didn't work. The most important thing for you is to not get demotivated when something doesn't work, but just to keep following the system until you find what works and it works for you. Now, taking action is important, but it's also very important to avoid common pitfalls that a lot of beginners make. And in this video right here that you can click on the screen, I go over 4 of my viewers' YouTube automation channels that are very big fails and aren't getting views and why that's happening. So if you want to understand the things that you have to avoid when starting, watch this video.